The Litany of Ra. 109. Body within himself. His form is that of the God with a hidden body. 40. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, he who is more courageous than those who surround him, who sends fire into the place of destruction. His form is that of the burning one. 41. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, he who sends destruction, and who causes the development of his body, in the Empyrean. His form is that of the inhabitant of the Empyrean. 42. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, the wonderful one who dwells in his eye, one who lights the sarcophagus. His form is that of sheepy. 43. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, he who unites the substances, who founds three Amto. His form is that of one who joins substances. 44. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, he who invents four secret things, and who begets bodies. His form is that of the invisible progenitor. 45. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, he who furnishes the inhabitants of the Empyrean with funeral things, when he enters the hidden spheres. His form is that of a Pito. S. 46. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, his members rejoice when they see his body. The blessed spirit who enters into him, his form is that of the joyful one. 47. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, the adult who dilates his eyeball, and who fills his eye. 6. His form is that of the adult. 48. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, he who makes the roads in the Empyrean, and who opens pathways in the sarcophagus. His form is that of the God who makes the roads. 1. Solar disk. The splendid one. 3. Gives a body to. 4. Creates. 5. Perhaps Anubis. 6. Solar disk. 110. Records of the past. 49. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, the moving spirit who makes his legs stir. His form is that of the moving one. 50. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, he who sends forth the stars and whom makes the night light, in the sphere of the hidden essences. His form is that of the shining one. 51. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, he who makes the spheres and who creates bodies, from thy person emanating from itself alone, thou hast sent forth, Ra, those who are and those who are not, the dead, the gods, the intellects. His form is that of creator of bodies. 52. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, the mysterious, the hidden one, he whom the spirits follow as he conducts them. He gives the step to those surrounding him. His form is that of Mene. 53. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, the horn, the pillar of the amant, the lock of hair that shines in its form is that of the horn. 54. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, the eternal essence who penetrates the Empyrean, who praises the spirits in their spheres. His form is that of the eternal essence. 55. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, when he arrives in the Gudament, the spirits of the Empyrean rejoice at sight of him. His form is that of the old man. 56. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, the great lion that creates the gods, that weighs words, the chief of the powers inhabiting the holy sphere. His form is that of the great lion. 57. Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, when he speaks to his eye and when he addresses his eyeball, the bodies shed tears. His form is that of the being who speaks to his eye. A. 1 lacuna. Who speaks to himself. The Litany of Ra. Il. 58 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, he who raises his soul, and who hides his body, he shines and he sees his mysteries. His form is that of Herbe. 1. 59 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the High Spirit who hunts his enemies, who sends fire upon the rebels. His form is that of Kaaba. 60 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the substance which hides the intestines and which possesses the mind and the limbs. Its form is that of I.S. 61 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the great eldest one who dwells in the Empyrean, Chepri who becomes two children. His form is that of the two children. 62 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the great walker who goes over the same course, the spirit who anoints the body, Seneca. His form is that of Seneca. 63 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, he who creates his body and who detaches his members by the sacred flame of Amto. His form is that of the flame of Amto. 5. 64 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the master of the hooks who struggles against his enemies, the only one, the master of the monkeys. His form is that of Antity. 65 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, he who sends the flames into his furnaces, he who cuts off the head of those who are in the infernal regions. His form is that of the god of the furnace. 66 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the parent who destroys his children, the only one who names 7 the earth by his intelligence. His form is that of Token. 67 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, he who sets up. 1 He who raises his soul. The High Spirit. 3 Flesh, or substance. 4 Literally, the shining face. 5 He who is on the ground. 6 Doubtful meaning. 7 Creates, fashions. 112 Records of the past. The Urshi won themselves upon their foundations, no one sees their mysteries. His form is that of the Urshi. 68 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the vessel of heaven, the door of the Empyrean, he who makes the mummy come forth. His form is that of Bisi. 69 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the monkey. The being in his nature. His form is that of their monkey of the Empyrean. 70 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, he who opens the earth and who shows the interior of it, the speaking spirit who names his members. His form is that of Smato. 3. 71 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, he who is armed with teeth, who consumes his enemies, the flame that lights the wick. His form is that of Ni. 4. 72 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the walker, the moving luminary, who makes darkness come after his light. His form is that of the walker. 73 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the master of souls who is in his obelisk, the chief of the confined gods. His form is that of the master of souls. 74 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the double luminary, the double obelisk, the great god who raises his 2 eyes. His form is that of the double luminary. 75 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme Power, the master of the light, who reveals hidden things, the spirit who speaks to the gods in their spheres. His form is that of the master of the light. 76 Homage to thee, Ra. Supreme power, O Ra of the sphere, O Ra who speakest to the spheres, O Ra who art in thy sphere, homage to thee Ra Keschi. 4 times they sing praises to the spirit Keskni, 5 the spheres honor. 1 the genii of the watches of the night. 2 Lacuna. 3 he who opens the earth. 4 he who is armed with teeth. 5 doubtful meaning. The Litany of Ra. 113. His spirit, they glorify thy body which is in thee, saying, homage to thee, great Keschi. 4 times. They sing praises in thy honor, Spirit Keschi in thy 75 forms which are in thy 75 spheres. The royal Osiris knows them by their names, he knows what is in their bodies, all their hidden essences. The royal Osiris speaks to them in their forms. They open to the royal Osiris, they display the hidden doors to his spirit which is like thy spirit, thou greatest them, thou greatest the royal Osiris. The development of his body is like thine because the royal Osiris is one of thy companions, who are in their spheres, and who speak in their caverns, those who are blessed through thy creation and who transform themselves when thou commandest it. The royal Osiris is like one of those who speak in their hidden spheres. Ha! He has arrived. He advances in the train of the spirit of Ra. Ha! He has completed the journey from Chepri. 1 Hail! He has arrived. The royal Osiris knows all that concerns the hidden beings. Hail! He has arrived in the midst of you, homage to his spirit Keschi. 4 times. 77 O! Ra of the Amant, who hast created the earth, who lightest the gods of the Empyrean, Ra who art in thy disk, guide him on the road to the Amant, that he may reach the hidden spirits. Guide him on the road which belongs to him, guide him on the western road, that he may traverse the sphere of Amant, guide him on the road to the Amant, that the king may worship those who are in the hidden dwelling, guide him on the road to the Amant, make him descend to the sphere of none. Hail, Ra! The royal Osiris is none. Hail, Ra! The royal Osiris is thyself and reciprocally. Hail, Ra! Thy spirit is that of Osiris, thy course is his in the Empyrean. Hail, Ra! He dwells in the Empyrean, he traverses there. 1 Ra under the form of a scarab. Volume 8. 9. 114 Records of the Past. Goodament. Such as thou art, such is the royal Osiris. Thy intellect, Ra, is his. Osiris worships the hidden gods. He praises their spirits. These latter say to one another that thy course, Ra, is that of Osiris, that thy way is his, great God who dwellest in the Empyrean. Hail! God of the disk with the brilliant rays, praise be to the spirit Keschi. 4 times. 78 Hail to thee, universal covering, who greatest thy soul and who makest thy body grow. The king traverses the most secret sphere, he explores the mysteries contained in it. The king speaks to thee like Ra, he praises thee with his intelligence. The king is like the god, and reciprocally. He moves by himself, he moves by himself. The all-surrounding universe says Ah, guide him into the interior of my sphere, 4 times. 79 This chapter is said to the most mysterious God, these words are written like those upon the 2 sides of their door of the Empyrean. This book is read every day, when he has retired in life, according to custom, perfectly. 1 Lacuna. The Litany of Ra. 115. Chapter 2. 1. Worship of the spheric gods. When Ra sets in life. Hail, gods of the spheres, gods who are in the immanent, perfect. Gods the enemies of Ra, you make their universal covering Grail, you worship the God who is in his disk, thou commandest thy enemies, great God who art upon the horizon, 4 times. Thou commandest thy enemies, Osiris tempt. 4 times. 2. The royal Osiris commands his enemies in heaven and upon earth, by authority of all the gods and all the goddesses, by authority of Osiris Chentiment, because the royal Osiris is Ra himself, the great inhabitant of the heavens. He speaks in the presence of Enmant. The king governs by favor of the great powers. The royal Osiris is pure, what is in him is pure. The royal Osiris governs the 2 worlds. The royal Osiris commands his enemies, 4 times. 3. He is powerful, Ra in the Empyrean, he is powerful, Ra in the Empyrean. He traverses the Empyrean with joy, for he has struck Apap. 3. There is joy for thee, God of the horizon, Osiris, King of the immanent, there is joy for thy triumphant spirit, for thou distrust his enemies, thou art delighted, Teshurti, red spirit who openest the immanent. Thou givest thy hand to Osiris, thou art received in the good immanent, and the gods rejoice over thee. Osiris gives thee his hand, thou art received by Chentiment. He is brilliant, the spirit of Ra in the Empyrean, he is brilliant, the body of Teb-Temt. Ra commands in the Empyrean, because he has struck Apap. Teb-Temt. 1. Lacunae. Teb-Temt. J. Apophis, the great serpent of evil. 9. Il 6 Records of the past. Commands. He worships the spirit of the 2 horizons. The spirit of the 2 horizons worships him. For the royal Osiris receives dominion over his enemies from the great powers of the mysterious Avenger, he who reveals the mysterious Empyrean, who dissipates the darkness, who chases away the rain, he who hurries, and who makes the blessed servants of Ra come forth. He once sees the body of the god when he assumes forms with a mysterious name, when he sheds his rays in obscurity, and when he hides the uncovered bodies, when he traverses the mysterious spheres, and when he gives eyes to their gods, they themselves see him, and their spirits are blessed. 5. Hail, Ra! Give eyes to the royal Osiris, give him divine eyeballs, and may they guide the royal Osiris. Hail, Ra! Give a heart to the royal Osiris, he traverses the earth, he traverses the world like Ra. 6. Thou takest care that what thou commandest to exist, exists. Thou rulest the royal Osiris like Chuti, and the king honors thy spirit, he glorifies thee. 7. Thou commandest Osiris to be like Kuti, the brilliant triangle which appears in the shining place. 8. Thou commandest Osiris to be like the mysterious spirit which comes forth from the mysterious place. 9. Thou commandest Osiris to be like the blessed spirit which comes forth from the blessed place. 10. Thou commandest Osiris to be like the destructive spirit which comes forth from the place of destruction. 1. Thou commandest Osiris to be like the revealing spirit which comes forth from the opening. 12. Thou commandest Osiris to be like the elevated spirit which comes forth from the high place. 1. The royal Osiris. 8. The god of the 2 horizons. The litany of Ra. 117. 13. Thou commandest Osiris to be like the hidden spirit which comes forth from the immanent. 14 Deliver him from the crocodiles which frighten the spirits, like geese, let them not do their work upon the royal Osiris, in the presence of the gods armed with swords. May Osiris never fall into their furnaces, may their nets never entangle him. His spirit flies away and soars into the heavens, his spirit returns and enters into the Empyrean, because the royal Osiris knows the mysteries which are in the Empyrean, the secret forms of Osiris, that none of his servants know, in the secret of his hidden dwelling. Hail! The royal Osiris knows thy form, great and mysterious God. 15 Deliver the royal Osiris from the agile demons furnished with legs, from the cruel gods who pluck out hearts and who throw them into their furnaces. May they never do their work upon the royal Osiris, may they never put him in their furnaces, because Osiris is Ra, and reciprocally. His soul is that which is in the disk. His body is in the middle of the hidden gods. They make Osiris rule, Osiris makes them rule, he commands, and he rests as you rest in the Amant. 16 The soul of Ra shines in his shape, his body rests amid the invocations which are addressed to him, he enters into the interior of his white disk, he lights the Empyrean with his rays, he creates it, he makes the souls remain in their bodies. They praise him from the height of their pedestal. He receives the acclamations of all the gods who open the doors, the hidden essences who prepare the way for Ra's soul, and who allow the King of Souls access to the fields. He traverses his disk himself, he calls to life the body of Cat, he places the gods of the stars upon their legs, these latter make the Godden. Unknown constellation. The moon. Elate records of the past. Come at their hours, the two sisters join themselves to him, they decorate his head, as a spirit worthy of adornment. 17 O, Ra, place the royal Osiris in thy train, he is the divine key which opens his haunts. He knows admirable means of obtaining the great victory over his enemies. Osiris is powerful through thy two eyes, walking God. The course of Osiris is thy course. Ra, the journeys of Osiris are thy journeys. Osiris makes thee rule over thy enemies. Thou makest Osiris rule over his enemies, by means of the great splendor which is the splendor of Ra in the Empyrean. They cry to him, Bull of the country of the dead, thou art Ra, thy body rests in peace, thou art blessed in thy mysteries. The Litany of Ra. 119. Chapter 3. 1 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. Highly glorious Tebtemt. 2 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. Thou makest thy soul young again and thou givest birth to thy body. 3 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. Lead him into the holy dwelling. 4 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. Guide him on the good ways. 5 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. Guide him on the roads of none. 6 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. Guide him on the roads of Nut. 7 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. He restores the body of Osiris. 8 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. He places the corpse upon its foundation, in its place that no one knows. 9 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. He calls his body Osiris. 10 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. He sees him who is in the sarcophagus. 11 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly. The rays of Aten are upon his person. 12 O, Ra, come to the king. Truly, he has taken the good ways. 13. O, Ra, come to the king. Truly, he worships thy soul upon the horizon. 14. O, Ra, come to the king. Truly, thou speakest to him as to the God who is upon the ground. 15. O, Ra, come to the king. Truly, he is one of thy 9 gods. 1. The solar disk. 120 records of the past. Chapter 4. Section I. 1. Thou art what is, Ra, thou givest birth to the royal Osiris, thou makest him exist like thyself. God of the 2 horizons, the birth of Osiris is the birth of Ra in the Ament, and reciprocally, the birth of Osiris in the heavens is the birth of the soul of Ra in the heavens, and reciprocally, the life of Osiris is the life of Ra, and reciprocally, the development of his body is the development of Ra's body. Ra conceived, Tum gave birth to Osiris, it is the young Chepera, Nut brings Osiris into the world, she nourishes Osiris like Ra's soul which issued from her. 2. O, Ra who art in the Ament who art in there. Empyrean, deliver Osiris from thy conductors who separate souls from their bodies, the agile beings who move quickly in thy places of torment. May they never seize Osiris, may they never take him, may they never quicken their steps towards him, may they never put him in their places of torture, may they never cast their toils round him, may they never place him upon their altars, may he never tremble in the land of the condemned, may he never be lost in the Ament. He walks as the God of the horizon walks, he takes Ra's steps, he worships the God who is on the earth, he honors the mysterious bodies. They say to Osiris Hu and Sa, they call him this, because he is like the spirit of Hu and Sa in his creations, he makes the sacred tree grow, he is not ignorant of it. There are cries of joy in the mysterious region, for Ra sets under the form of Osiris, and Re. 1. Lacunae. Hu, the creative life, Sa, the intelligence. The Litany of Ra. 121. Reciprocally. Rejoice, you the dead, render praises to Ra, and Ra renders praises to you. Ra comes forth from the cow Meha, he sets in Necha, Osiris comes forth from Meha like the sun, he sets in Necha like Temt. The name of the king is the name of Ra, Amea, the setting of Osiris, it is his setting, Amnecha. 3. The gods of the Empyrean bless him, the hidden gods rejoice over him, they say to him thy person is the god of the country of the dead, thy form is Teb-Temt. The hidden gods speak to the royal Osiris, they rejoice on seeing him, they say to him hail, blessed and perfect one, who comest forth from Token, the god who destroys the forms, it is great, thy essence, spirit, shadow that no one destroys, that lives where you live. He knows the essences of the primitive beings, he knows the mysterious flames of the Empyrean, for he attains to holy and mysterious things. 4. The 2 gods speak to the royal Osiris, they rejoice on seeing him, this blessed, perfect spirit, they say to him this is one of us. The gods speak to the royal Osiris, they rejoice when they see him, the splendor of Ra, the splendor of the 2 goddesses that appears in Haset. The supplicant Haset addresses the guardians who watch over the doors, who devour souls and who swallow the shades of the dead. When they approach them, they are led by them to the place of destruction. O guardians who watch over your doors, who swallow souls and devour the shades of the dead, when they approach you, you lead them to the place of destruction, Oh. Allow this most Holy Spirit, to be in there. Apostrophe the water of the east, the water of the west. 3. He who comes forth from Maga. 4. He who is in nature. 5. One of the halls of the Empyrean, which is here personified as a goddess. 122 records of the past. Dwelling of the Acre. 1. It is a spirit like Ra, glorious like Osiris. This is what Haset the supplicant says before the royal Osiris. 5. O Haset, make him come, O Haset, guide the royal Osiris, O Haset, open to him the Empyrean, give him the lot of the god of the Empyrean. He puts the veil Nems upon his head at the bottom of the dwelling of the Amant. Hail to thee, he has reached thee, Haset, guide him on the good way. He speaks to thee, he glorifies thee by his invocations, and thou rejoicest on seeing his spirit, Haset. The supplicant, open the doors which are in the Empyrean, open his spheres to him, for the club is in the hand of Osiris, and he grasps his lance, his club strikes the enemies, and his lance destroys the rebels. His dwelling is that of the god of the two horizons, his throne is Ra's throne, for he is the Horus of the two horizons. 3. He is beautiful, this spirit, he is perfect, he is powerful in both his hands. 6. The two great gods speak to the royal Osiris, they rejoice on his account, they celebrate his victorious strength, they give him their protection. They send him their spirit of life, they say to him he is brilliant like the spirit of the horizon that is the dwelling of Ra in the heavens, for they communicate their words to him, they give him the power by their authority. He opens the door of heaven and earth like his father Ra, a spirit shining in the place where they burn the offerings, in the arms of Osiris. The royal Osiris rests in the mysterious dwelling, he shines like the god of the luminary, the dwelling of Ra of the horizon. The royal Osiris is Ra, and reciprocally, he is the spirit of Osiris, he rests in him. 1. The lower region. 1. The striped headdress generally worn on the statues of the kings. 3. The planet Mars. 4th Oath. The Litany of Ra. 123. 7. He reaches the gods of the pyramid, these latter praise him on seeing the happy arrival of Osiris, they address him as Ra of the horizon, praise be to Ra. Cheers for the spirit of the horizon, praises to the spirit of Ra. Praise his spirit that inhabits the Empyrean, invoke him who is in his disk. Bear him to him who created you, carry him unto the pyramid, since you are the gods who accompany Ra Osiris. Here is Osiris, carry him into the hidden sanctuary of Osiris, the Lord of years, one who is under the care of the two Riti. Carry him into the hidden dwelling where Osiris resides, carry him into the funeral monument which is in the Amant, the mysterious sanctuary of the god who is at rest. Bear him, open your arms to him, stretch out your hands to him, take off your veils before him, for he is the great essence whom the dead spirits do not know, it is Ra, the god of the two horizons, and Osiris, the king of the Amant, who sent him. 8. The royal Osiris is one of you, for his diadem is en vulture, his face is a sparrow hawk, his head is Ra, his eyes are the Riti, the two sisters, his nose is Horus of the Empyrean, his mouth is the king of the Amant, his lungs are Non, his two hands are the god Sekeni, his fingers are the gods who seize him, his body is Chepera, his heart is Horus, the creator, his chest is the goddess of life, his spleen is the god Fenty, his lungs are the goddess Heti, his stomach is Apu, his intestines, the god with the mysterious names, For his back is the corpse god, his elbows are Makati, the nape of his neck, Horus Thoth. His lips Maha, his phallus is Tonan. 5, 6 The goddess of Share, 6 The two. 1 The eternal being, he who embraces. 3 The god of the nose. Each part of the body of the deceased becomes a god. The same is found in the funereal texts, and especially in the Book of the Dead, ch. Xli I. 4 Osiris. 5 The Osiris is a hermaphrodite being. 6 Lacuni. 124 Records of the past. Hidden gods, his sitting posture the two goddesses, his legs, he who traverses the hidden places, his shin bones are Uranus. His members are gods, he is throughout a god, no one of his members is without a god, the gods are of his substance. The royal Osiris is an intelligent essence, his members guide him, his flesh opens the way to him. Those who are born of him create him, they rest when they have given birth to him. The royal Osiris is he who gives them birth, it is he who begets them, it is he who makes them exist. His birth is that of Ra in the Amant, Ra gives birth to the royal Osiris, he causes his own birth. Section 2. 1 No, Ra, open to his spirit. For the royal Osiris knows what there is in the Empyrean, he is the great mummy, Osiris, the king of the Amant, he is Osiris, he is perfect like Osiris, he is blessed like Osiris, his club is that of Osiris, his sword is that of Chentiment, his scepter is that of Say, he is the great one, the king of the blessed, for he is the original one, he who knows the mysteries, the greatest of the holy ones in the Empyrean. He is happy, the spirit Keschi who makes his own law in the Amant, he speaks to what is born of him. 1 Osiris Chentiment. 2 Hail to thee, inhabitant of the Empyrean, praised be what is in thee, hail to thee, inhabitant of the Empyrean. The weeping gods cut their hair in honor of thee, they clap their hands. They revere thee, they weep before thee, thy spirit rejoices in their fear, thy body is blessed. 3 Hail to thee, inhabitant of the Empyrean, God seated upon his throne, who holdest the scepter Hic, king of there. 1 His own form. 1 The scepter which has the form of a hook, and commonly held in the hand of Osiris. The Litany of Ra. 125. Empyrean, Prince of the Akka, great Prince crowned with the Ura, one great God who hides his dwelling, Lord of wisdom, Chief of the powers. 4 Hail to the inhabitant of the Empyrean, thy son Horus rests in thee, thou communicatest thy orders to him, thou permittest him to shine like an of the Empyrean. The great star who creates his name / who knows the Empyrean and who traverses the interior of it, he, the son of Ra, proceeding from Tum. The royal Osiris is thy son, thou communicatest thy orders to him, thou permittest him to shine like an of the heavens, the great star who creates his names, who knows the Empyrean and who traverses the interior of it. He the son of Ra, proceeding from Tum. He rests in the Empyrean, he rejoices in the dusk, he enters in there and comes forth, the arms of Tonan receive him, the blessed lift him, they stretch out their hands towards him, there, 3 guide him. Praise him ye blessed, exalt the royal Osiris, ye blessed. Rejoice over him, as over Ra. Extol him like Osiris, he has placed your offerings before you, he accords you the favor of receiving your portion as his father Ra commanded. He is his darling, he is his descendant upon the earth, and the blessed show him the way. Let him arrive in the Empyrean, and let him penetrate into the Gudament. The royal Osiris fixes the crown upon the head of Osiris, he offers his casket to see, he presents Sa with the scepter, he gives the royal diadem to him whose name is Ammon. 5. Look at him, ye blessed, let him receive a perfect intelligence, let him shine like the God of mysteries, deliver him from the gods of the pillory who fasten to 1. The white and red crown, which is the emblem of dominion over both Upper and Lower Egypt. His existence is 5. Tonen. 126 records of the past. Their posts. May they never bind Osiris to their posts, may they never put him in the place of destruction, for he is the descendant of Osiris who permits him to receive the diadem in the Empyrean. 6. He is sublime, the spirit of Ra in the Ament. His body is blessed there, the spirits rejoice when they develop their forms in the zones of the Empyrean, before the soul of Ra, the inhabitant of the Empyrean, and Tebtemt who rests in his covering. Hail, yes, hail. Hail spirit of Ra, hail, spirit of the royal Osiris like Temt. Hail, royal Osiris who art Ra, and reciprocally. O Temt who art Ra, and reciprocally, hail. 7. The royal Osiris is one of you. He gives birth to you, he gives you your names, he makes you perfect, Ha. He sends his body into you, Ha. He is your creator. Look at him. He shines like him who proceeds from you, he honors his father, perfect, blessed, blessing his mother. Look at him, make his essence sublime and make him like him who destroys his forms. Show the way to his spirit, set him upon your pedestals, make him rest in his members, show him his dwelling in the midst of the earth, open your doors to him, unfasten a bolt. 8. O Ra, O Tebtemt, guide the royal Osiris following the direction of the spirits, following the course of the gods. The royal Osiris is in his gateway in presence of the navigating gods. The royal Osiris is the only one, the guardian of his doors, he who puts the gods in their place. He is upon his pedestal in the Empyrean, he is the possessor in the midst of the possessors, he is at the extremities of the Empyrean, he is blessed in the infernal regions. He rests in the Ament amongst the spirits who are in the members of the Ament. The royal Osiris is Ra's darling, he is the mysterious phoenix, he enters in 1. Tonen. The Litany of Ra. 127. Peace into the Empyrean, he leaves not in peace, the royal Osiris has his throne in heaven, he traverses the horizons in Ra's train, he is at peace in the heavens, in Ra's fields, his share is upon the horizon in the fields of Alu, he traverses the earth like Ra, he is wise like Thoth. He walks at will, he hastens in his course, like Su with the mysterious names, who becomes two divinities. The royal Osiris becomes two divinities. What Ra produces, the royal Osiris produces, he gives a spiritual existence to what he loves, he does not give it to what he hates. The royal Osiris is the chief of the gods who make offerings to the spirits. He is powerful in his course, he is the courageous being who strikes his enemies. 9. O ye gods, O ye blessed who precede Ra and who escort his spirit, do to the royal Osiris as to Ra, tow him with you in the same way that you conduct Ra and the two navigating gods in the heavens. The royal Osiris is Ra himself, and reciprocally, he is the chief of his worshippers who gives life to the forms. Section 3. O Ament, O Ament, O good, O good, O strong, O strong, O powerful, O powerful, O protecting, O protecting, O mysterious Amant. The royal Osiris knows thee, he knows thy form, he knows the name of thy companions. Amant, hide my corpse, good Amant, hide my body. O resting place, let me rest in thee, O strong one, may the royal Osiris be strong with thy strength, O powerful one, may he be powerful with thy power. O Amant, open thy arms to him, O protectress, cover his body, O mysterious being, stretch out thy hand to him. Hail, holy Amant of Osiris with the mysterious names, the most holy of the gods, thou who art the most hidden of 128 records of the past. All mysteries. Hail. The royal Osiris worships thee. He addresses the great God who is within thee. Hail. He worships thee, open thy mysterious doors to him. Hail. He worships thee, open to him thy hidden spheres, for he is his dwelling in the heavens like Ra, and his throne is upon the earth like sea. He is seated upon the throne of sea, upon the seats of Hortuti. His spirit soars into the heavens, it rests there. His body descends to the earth in the midst of the gods. He walks with Ra, he follows Tum. He is like Chepera, he lives as thou livest in truth. 2. When this book is read, he who reads it purifies himself at the hour when Ra sets, who rests in the Amant of the Amant, when Ra is in the midst of hidden things, completely.